A crucial climate summit has opened in Glasgow. Here's what's on the agenda. The United Nations has warned countries that they need to redouble their efforts if there's any hope of limiting global warming to 1.5 degrees Celsius. In Glasgow, they're being asked to update their targets, with many, including Australia, aiming to reach carbon neutrality by 2050. But 2030 is also an important marker on the journey to net zero, and Australia is under pressure to do more. The US and European Union want to cut methane emissions by 30% over the next decade. The Energy Minister has rejected calls to make that same pledge.
You've got to do it in a practical way. The debate, in my mind, has always been about how you do this. A practical pathway forward that protects the lives and livelihoods of people in regional Australia.
Rich nations will also be asked to provide an update on what they're doing to help developing nations adapt to climate change. It's been more than a decade since they pledged to channel $100 billion annually to less wealthy countries in what the UN says is a crucial pillar of the Paris Agreement. The campaign was planned to run from 2020 to 2025, and while the receipts haven't been seen yet, it's highly likely last year's contribution fell at least $20 billion short of what was promised.
G20 leaders in particular need to deliver. The time has passed for diplomatic niceties. If governments, especially G20 governments, do not stand up and lead this effort, we are headed for terrible human suffering.
And so a key focus of the COP26 summit will be finalising the Paris Rulebook, a set of rules and procedures that detail how the 2015 agreement should be put into practice. It's something world leaders haven't been able to do since it was introduced 6 years ago, and that's largely down to the controversial measures being proposed. One of them is Article 6, an international carbon market that lets nations trade carbon credits to meet their targets.